Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I decided to share a bit of a more personal story this morning that will hopefully inspire you. I also have some other inspiring news. But in terms of the personal story, I might wait for a few more people to join because I know that people were waiting for me to go live. But as for the personal story, last night I saw a college friend that I've known for 20 years, and it was the first time we'd seen each other in 3 years. So the first time he had seen me since I kind of stepped into this fight. And we had really interesting conversations, and one of the things he said was, having known me for I hate to say the years, but 20 plus years, 20 years, I guess. He said he was amazed that I could do conferences like I'm doing today and yesterday, and get out in front of, hundreds of people and speak in front of hundreds of people and be, I guess, in front of so many people, because he knows me and he knows that well, as he called it, I'm a social introvert. I think I'm not that bad, but I definitely prefer to be around smaller groups of people, one-on-one, one-on-two, whatever, rather than in big crowds. And so he said he was really impressed that I could do what I am doing. And I am standing out, so I'm in the car outside of the Hyatt right now, about to walk in and again talk to hundreds of people today. And I want people to understand that this is not something I feel like I'm built to do, and I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone every day to do this. And I hope that it inspires you and everyone on here to step outside their comfort zone, because when I ask everybody to do what they can and do more than what they think they can, I'm doing more than I ever thought I would. And I do not like being in front of large groups of people. I do not like being in the spotlight. I do not like stepping on stage. But when I do it, it's like passion comes through me, and it's almost like I'm not doing it. The work is being done through me. So I hope that sharing this story inspires you a little bit more to step outside of your comfort zone, because it was interesting having dinner with my friend and his comments on that. And it makes me remember when I was actually working at Merck and we were launching a product, my good friend and I, for them, and we had to do quarterly reviews at all the sales meetings and do a presentation, PowerPoint and everything. And I always made her do it, because I don't like to be in front of people. I don't like to be in the spotlight. It's not my thing. I don't like to work a crowd. That's not my thing. And so again, as I step into the Hyatt today again to talk to hundreds of people and really get out there and do everything that I never thought I would do in my life and that I don't even know if I'm really built for, I'm doing it because we have to. And when I ask everyone to step outside of their comfort zone, please know that everything I'm doing is stepping outside of my comfort zone. And it was interesting hearing that from my college friend who's known me for 20 years last night. And it really is. And that's what it's about, stepping outside of our comfort zone. And I heard an amazing story yesterday from the volunteer, from Melinda, who was with me at the booth. And she said, I never thought I would be doing it, but I am using the cards and I'm going up to pregnant women in grocery stores. And I never thought I would be that person that does that. And she's doing it. And she is inspiring me with all the work that she was doing. And she was awesome at the booth yesterday, by the way. She held it down for a couple hours on her own. And, we're all stepping out of our comfort zone, and that's where we need to be, because that's where the truth is, and that's where action happens, and that's where passion will take us. And so I hope these stories inspire you, and we are making change, and it is working. So besides the story that I shared yesterday about the baby that we saved back in February when I was speaking to the woman who was pregnant. She was about 8 months along, and now the baby boy was born and nothing, no vitamin K, no vaccines, anything. And they hadn't done their research before, but I spent a good amount of the last conference talking to them. Again, I like to talk one-on-one and one-on-two versus in the big crowds. But anyway, those are the stories that keep inspiring me, and Melinda's story yesterday of how she's stepping outside the box. And, you know, my story, and being reminded last night by my college friend that this isn't me. I'm a little bit of a social introvert, and he can't believe that I'm stepping out in front of these crowds and talking to hundreds of people on stage, and even, you know, with the booths and at the events. He's like, I'm so proud of you because I know this isn't you, and you're doing it anyway. So again, I hope that inspires everyone to step outside their comfort zone and do even more than they think they can, because you never know whose life you're going to change. You never know how many babies you will save. And we have to keep going as a species even. You know, we can't, we're spiraling down into a species of sickness, and we're not going to survive if we don't have enough healthy ones in the pack to keep going. So, another thing that I want to mention is that it really, really, really is working. Thank you to everybody who shared the post on Learn the Risk. It hit 1 million viewers in just 5 days. This week, Learn the Risk, with the combination of posts that we've had, we've reached well over 1 million people in just 1 week. And that is how we are going to change the conversation. So every time you step outside of the comfort zone, every time you do a little bit more than you think you can, it is making a difference, and the numbers are there to prove it. And I'll post in the first comment the screenshot of how we've hit 1 million plus people this week. But this is how we make change happen, and we make a change in the conversation, because that's where we need to go with this. And we're losing right now. We lost the battle in Italy, and the law just became law on July 31st. And we are going to continue to lose these battles. It's reality unless we hit the tipping point, and we're there. We are there, right? Learn the Risk has reached 1 million people this week. This week. We usually hit 1 million a month on Facebook, but now we're hitting 1 million a week this week. So it is working. It's happening. It's amazing. So please step outside your comfort zone. Do more than you think you can, like I'm doing. It scares me. I see dozens of people at the booth, and I'm like, ah! Anyway. Thank God for awesome volunteers too. But thank you for doing everything you're doing. Please keep doing it. It's working. And once we hit that tipping point, we will begin to win more than we lose. And that is where we're going to go with this. And this is where we need to go. So again, step outside that comfort zone, do more than you think you can. And just know that all of us are doing exactly that every day. And it is working. We reached 1 million on the Facebook page this week, in 1 week, and one of the posts from 5 days ago has reached 1 million alone. So 1.1 million this week on Facebook page for Learn the Risk. And you know what? I have to say it, Learn the Risk, right now, we're the most active nonprofit out there. So if you do have $5 to donate monthly, that'd be awesome. So we can keep doing these events, and we can keep getting this information out there, and we can keep doing the billboards and keep inspiring people to step outside the box and giving free materials. We gave away so many free materials yesterday that chiropractors are going to put in their offices, that they're going to plaster all over their local areas. I have, this will be funny, I have a urinal squad. That's what I call it. And it's when guys are inspired to take action, and I say, okay, take these Post-its, put a glue dot on the back, put it above the urinal in the bathrooms, and nobody will touch it, and you never know how many people you're going to reach before the cleaner comes in. So I have some more men on the urinal patrol. I loaded them up with Post-its, and you know, it is going to be amazing, and this is how we change the conversation. So I hope this inspires you. Please watch the whole video and share, because this is about stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing more than you think you can, and it working. And eventually we will be changing the conversation, and we already are. And eventually we're going to reach that tipping point where more people know to question vaccines, and then these kind of horrendous laws and things like that will not be able to pass. And we're not going to win these lawsuits either until we have enough people that understand that there are risks to vaccines. So please, please support Learn the Risk any way you can. Please step out of your comfort zone. Please download flyers. Please do it. You know, let's do this because it's working and we got this. Oh, another inspiring thing is two women, mothers, have posted in the Learn the Risk group this week about how they found the site in the group, and they didn't know anything about vaccines, and now they're keeping their babies vaccine free. One is 38 weeks pregnant. She turned down the DTaP shot and because of the group and all that she's been learning on following Learn the Risk, and it's amazing to hear those stories. We are literally saving babies left and right, and we're reaching millions of people, and this is how we do it. So I hope this video encourages you to step outside your comfort zone like I'm doing every day. I may be even making this video a little bit longer because I'm procrastinating going to the booth, because then it's like boom, on. But that's how we have to do it, and that's how we're going to change the conversation, and we're going to make a real difference in this world. So please share the video, and please, thank you for watching. Thank you for doing everything you're doing, and you know, just keep getting out there, keep getting out of your comfort zone. And I'm inspired by all of your stories. I'm inspired by all of the amazing volunteers, by everything that I'm reading and seeing, and by the numbers that we're reaching. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for everything you do. So I hope that this video inspires you to do even a little bit more, and I'm right there with you, and I'll be doing that little bit more as much as I can. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and from all of these kids that don't know that we're saving their health and maybe their lives. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you a little bit later. Thanks, everyone. Oh, and go to learntherisk.org if you're seeing this for the first time. I'm Brandy Vaughn. I run it. I used to work in pharma. Now I woke up. Now I share everything I know. And please get it out there. So thank you again. Bye.